What's cracking, guys? Bruce Matson here, your host show of Metric Scout Fantasy Football, and I want to do another mock draft simulation day over at DynastyLeagueFootball.com. I want to go over another rookie draft where we're doing 2 QBs. I want to see how that plays out. I want to play with it some more. So why not just do it on camera? Do it with you guys. Let's play around with it a little bit. And this is a free application that you guys can do. Go ahead and check that out. Let me know who you draft in your rookie draft, startup draft, whatever, because you can choose between the two. We're probably going to have some more videos out on this, maybe some startup drafts, rookie mocks, whatever. Probably going to go hard in the paint with this one because it's fun to do. I love doing these mock draft simulators, but let's go ahead and take a look here. We are on the page, and you just come to the home page here, hit mock draft simulation. It's going to take you where you need to go. I have slow internet. I live out in the middle of nowhere, actually. So I pay a lot for slow internet. You go to begin mock draft here. Select your format. Dynasty, it should be your startup. I haven't done one yet, but we're going to do rookie. Hit next. And then down here, we're going to choose Superflex or 2QB because we want to mess around with that. We want to see what the values look like. Let's do 4 rounds today. Linear because that seems kind of normal. And let's randomize our position today. We're drafting from 6, which is going to be interesting. Your name. Let's do Bruce and Matson. Guess the end of my middle name. See if you can do that. Drop that in the comments. But here we are. Again, this is the suggestions for your picks here. Here is your cheat sheet. So as you're drafting, it's going to knock these names off the list. And then here's your draft board. It's a traditional draft board, like running backs are blue, receivers are green, or however it is, if I remember it correct. But here it is. Let's start the draft. I'm drafting at the 106, 2 QB, so remember that. 2 QB is kind of like 1 QB this year. But again, we're drafting against the computer. We want to see what it looks like. We want to see where Kenny Pickett goes, really. So 101, Breece Hall. 102, Treylon Burks. 103, Garrett Wilson. 104, Kenneth Walker. 105, Drake London. One thing to note is on the last video when we did the 1 QB draft, Kenneth Walker went at the 102. It's good to get some volatility here. I don't know why. I could ask. I'll probably figure out how these things could be different, but I don't know right now. Right now we're just playing. So here we got the pick between Jameson Williams, Kenny Pickett, Chris Olave, Sky Moore. Christian Watson. So to me, it's Jameson Williams versus Sky Moore and maybe Kenny Pickett and maybe Chris Olave. For me, it's a slam dunk pick right now for Jameson Williams. I want to make that draft pick, and we're going to move on. So here's the cheat sheet. We're going to see some players come off the board on it too. You can see a big run here on the overall list. They went straight down the board almost. As you can see, they go around a little bit. James Cook's still on the board. Quarterback, Kenny Pickett's the first one off. Running backs that are left is Rachaad White, Isaiah Spiller, Dameon Pierce. Wide receivers, big old run on it right there. And all the tight ends are available. Back to the suggestions for my pick. This should be the 206. We got Malik Willis, Rachaad White, David Bell, Desmond Ridder, Isaiah Spiller. Wan'Dale Robinson's also there. Interesting. Not going Malik Willis. Fell in the draft too far for me. Rachaad White and David Bell. It's between those two guys, and I'm going David Bell every time. I'm, for real, high on David Bell. And 206, Superflex, I think that's the right spot for him. Drafting complete for round 2. Looks like it is my turn. Ooh, we're back in the 3rd round. Trey McBride falls to the 3rd round in 2 drafts in a row. 2 drafts. 203 last one. 206 this one. Is he falling in the 3rd round in any of your rookie drafts? Is that happening? Because I feel like he's pretty cemented in the back half of the 2nd. But I could see him fall in some. But right now we got a 100% hit rate. So that's kind of different. Let's look at these cheat sheets here. Overall, straight down the list. Except for Trey McBride. I think this is weighted on the positional value of tight end. Running backs down the board, 1 through 9. And then that's it. quarterbacks down the board, 1 through 5, and that's it. Nothing surprised. That's one thing you can probably say about this is that it goes straight down the list for wide receivers. I mean, it's the rankings, I guess so, but wait. Tyquan Thornton at 18. You just got to look a little harder. So I guess you will get some surprises. We got Justin Ross, Velus Jones, and Khalil Shakir there. Let's see here. Draft board wise. First round, 2 running backs, a quarterback, rest receivers. Second round, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 running backs. Second round's running back heavy, receivers, and 3 quarterbacks. Third round, 3 receivers, a running back, and a quarterback, and now it's my turn to pick. I drafted Trey McBride last time, and the thing that happened is we had good value in return in the 4th round at tight end. And we have Justin Ross, Tyler Algier, Jelani Woods, Velus Jones, Hassan Haskins. Money on the line, I'd probably draft Trey McBride here. Second round draft capital, tight end. Objectively, though, if I was in a bunch of drafts or I had Trey McBride and he's here and I wanted to diversify, like I kind of am doing right now because I just selected him in the last video, we're going to ignore him right now. So we got Justin Ross. We're 306? Tyler Algier, Jelani Woods, Kyron Williams, Pierre Strong. Let's go with... I like Justin Ross as a very high premium to pay for him for an UDFA, undrafted free agent. And Tyler Algier, late round running back. Pierre Strong, I like him. I know he's not going to fall to me if he's this high on the suggested list. I just know it's not going to happen. Chianti Ingram's not going to be there for me. Maybe, I don't know. They may go on quarterbacks. For shits and giggles, let's go with Tyler Algier just so we can get the pick in. Really. This is not really a ranking or anything. It's just me playing around. So don't take that pick super serious. Okay, we're down with round 3. Justin Ross isn't following me because we got 6 guys to come off. It is your turn. And I am running to the draft board to draft Chianti Ingram here. That's who I'd want. I like Isaiah Pacheco, Abram Smith, Romeo Doubs. There's a lot of guys here I like in the 4th round. The last time I wasn't too keen on it. But Superflex, you get a little bit more value in the 4th round. I like Chianti Ingram, Doubs, Isaiah here, Abram Smith. It's the tight ends. Jeremy Ruckert's a good value. Let's look at our cheat sheet. Overall, just straight down the list here. And we got some guys. Greg Dulcich. Who didn't go all the way straight down. Running backs all the way down to Chianti Ingram. Tyler Goodson off the board. So we got some different stuff. Goodson was drafted next to last in the last draft. It was 1 QB at the end of the 4th round. So very interesting there. Just trying to notice if there's differences or if it's the same thing every time. Jeremy Ruckert went before Dulcich last draft. So that's kind of good to see some differences. Makes you do this multiple times and you're on your toes. So that's a good thing to see. I like Chianti Ingram, Doubs. Abram Smith, it's too early to draft him. I like Jeremy Ruckert, but he's a tight end. We're going to Ingram, just get it done. That's it for this one. That should be it. 4 rounds, Superflex. I want to see who all gets drafted here. It says you are complete, but I want to look at some stuff. So let's look at the draft board here at the 4th round. Kyron Williams, Justin Ross. Oh, yeah, I passed on him. Hassan Haskins, Tyler Goodson, Chianti Ingram was my pick. Then it was Romeo Downs, Kennedy Brooks, Abram Smith, Pacheco, Danny Gray, and Calvin Austin. It's a good end to the draft there. Who's on the board? Jeremy Ruckert didn't get drafted. Charlie Kohler didn't. So we got value at tight end. We could go 5 rounds deep if we wanted to. May have to do that next time. Maybe do 5-6 rounds deep just so we can get through some of these players that we don't get to talk about every day. What else we got here? Quarterbacks led, Bailey Zapp, Derek King, Brock Purdy. Those guys didn't come off the board. Let's see. Running back, Max Borghi. Remember, he was the new Christian McCaffrey. Still not off the board. Snoop Connor, Tyler Batty. So, all in all, solid draft. Things kind of went as kind of should. Kind of should. Like, kind of ADP-wise, kind of traditional value-wise. Nothing too crazy, but a good practice simulation draft. And I noticed from draft to draft that these drafts are a little different. Some guys go in different spots, get selected higher than others, or fall in some drafts than others. I've done two, so good to see some differences. We'll do some more mock drafts on the channel. That way you guys can get more looks of these players coming off the board. I feel like this is a fun activity to do, especially on video. I think it's a good watch, and you guys should try it out. Go to DLF. It's free. Click the link. Mock draft it up. Do some Superflex drafts, startup drafts, rookie drafts, whatever. Just play around with it. Drop it in the comments of whatever drafts you did, what players you selected. I will have some startup draft vids on here. Probably going to do a bunch of those because, there's more rounds, more things that can happen. That just fun to do, plus more content to make. But let me know what you think about this simulator. Drop it in the comments. Make sure you smash that like button. Really helps out the video. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button because I'm here to help you out for your Dynasty teams, your redraft teams. Find your clips from training camp, mini camp, 4-H camp, whatever camp I can find you of these players, your favorite rookies and whatnot. But I want to thank you, and I'll catch you next time.